dealing with pressure and addressing the problem of choking is really, choking is one of the biggest obstacles in the mental game that athletes face today. And a lot of that really comes from making things more important than they really are. There are things that an athlete will go through in their mind in order to really produce a stuck state where they're unable to really become flexible. And a lot of times what causes them to do this is inner dialogue, really quick inner dialogue, where they start thinking about what would happen, what they're afraid of. Things like what would happen if they lose, the fear of embarrassment, so fear of failure. And this really causes an athlete to feel really apprehensive. And when they're not in a state where they're having a good time, where they're open and they're flexible, like they usually are when they're doing their best. So letting go of the outcome and letting go of really being attached to winning or to not losing, which is very often the case, it will go a really long way. So one of the other things that an athlete will typically do when they choke under the pressure is they start imagining and they start telling themselves things like what they want to avoid, things that they don't want. So they would say something like, I don't want to lose, don't make a mistake, don't drop the ball, don't slip. And that's usually when they're not being present at that moment. And what makes it even worse is this. What we focus on internally in our mind is exactly what our body then does. So the problem is that our unconscious mind does not process a negative. So if I tell you, don't think of a purple elephant, where does your mind go? And this is the problem that athletes face when they're dealing with pressure, is that they say things to themselves like, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. What are they really saying to themselves? What kind of a message are they sending to their body? So when it happens automatically. Sometimes they also psych themselves out before the game even starts. So what we really do is I help them connect to what really makes them great, what makes them do the sport to begin with. And it's their love and their passion for the game. And when they're connected to that passion, when they're connected to having a good time, and they know that the winning is going to come as a byproduct of them having a good time and them being by themselves, because they've already done the hard work, which was practice. And going out there and playing is really the fun part.